Well, hello, and welcome back to Omer's Garage. Today we're going to be working on my McLaren MP4-12C, trying to fix a pinhole leak in the windshield wiper hose. All right, so for those that follow my channel, I've had this McLaren for almost 5 years now. And when I bought it, there was like a pinhole leak in the windshield washer hose, So when you turned it on, it would spray water, but a lot of it would come off the bottom instead of up the top. And I just never got it fixed. So finally, I'm gonna get around to fixing that and getting it squared away. The dealer wanted about $500. It's really just replacing a hose. I'll put a link in the description, and this is gonna be similar to almost any car out there. It's just the rubber hose that carries that windshield wiper fluid. So we're gonna fix that today, and hopefully everything will go right because everything on this car is pretty expensive. All right, so we're gonna start by removing this cowl. I'm gonna remove 2 bolts, one on either side, and we'll start from there. All right, so I'm gonna be removing the windshield wiper, so it's gonna kind of mark it where it's at. Couldn't find painter's tape, but got some good old electrical tape. So I got it marked. Now for the windshield wiper, we just remove that little plastic cap. I just use my nail. You can use a small screwdriver. And we're using a looks like we're gonna need a 13 actually. All right, so this was a little seized on there. So I put a little bit of PB Blaster on there and ended up using a trim removal tool. Got underneath, popped it open, and we have access now to the windshield wiper fluid hose. All right, so right underneath here, you can see right there, I just disconnected the cable. It goes right to that cable underneath. I went ahead and just pull this out. And we're just gonna replace this cable. All right, so we're gonna start just right here. I'm loosening, be careful because this is brittle. This is definitely brittle. So we're gonna pull that out. And then from there, we're gonna pull the entire cable out. All right, so we can see most of it here. And this will just come right out. Same thing here, we're just gonna fish it through. So we're gonna fish it out this way. All right. Now with this, we have the length that we're gonna need now. So I'm gonna go ahead and I have some new hose here. Now the leak was on this side where the bend was here. That's where it was leaking, so it would still spray onto the windshield, but not as good as I would have liked. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of extra just in case. So that's good. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna feed this through. Actually, we're gonna start on this side. Fish it all the way through here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead on this side and just connect it to make the connection here. All right, from that I'm gonna pull it a little bit just to make a tug. There you go. Hold it while I pull. All right, so this is gonna go right underneath here. You know what, I'm gonna put a little bit of grease on this so it'll slide a little easier. All right, so we got it all fished through. Now we got to go put it back in the car. All right, so we're going to use this connector here. The other one that was in there, original one, was kind of brittle. So we're going to go ahead and open that up. And underneath there, just make that connection between the two hoses. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to fish this cable through this grommet here. I put a little bit of oil on here. Just so it'll squeeze through a lot easier. So now I'll lift this up. I'll try my best to grab that cable. So here's your adapter. It's right on there. I gotta find the other one. And fit that right in there. And it's on there snug, so we're gonna leave that there. And now we're just gonna use some WD-40 on there. Now we're gonna go ahead and start putting this back to where it belongs. Actually, we need to get this trimmed down. Make sure it's underneath the glass. All right, so we're gonna put this rubber grommet back on there. We'll put this back on. This won't go all the way down. So we're going to line it up right now where the tape was. And this will go, this won't go all the way down, but that's where you want it to be. Go ahead and put the nuts back on. Caps back on. All right, now moving the truth, test out these wipers. and hold that plastic cover, the cowl. All right, so that's gonna be it for today. Pretty quick, simple, cheap fix. A cheap fix on a McLaren is probably not something that you're gonna hear very often, but you know, if you're doing this on your own car, I'll put a link in the description, you know, for the hosing that I used, but it's, you know, standard hosing. But if this helped you out in case you are working on your own car in McLaren, make sure that you know, leave a comment. Let me know. I always appreciate reading your comments. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and leave a comment, share, like, and let me know what you think of the videos, and let me know if you did this on your own McLaren or if you did this on one of your other vehicles. With that, you all take care and stay safe.